So I like to call the meeting to order. This is special open meeting of the Board of Directors of Unite Laguna Woods Mutual, a California nonprofit mutual benefit corporation. And today's date is Friday, September 26, 2025, time 1:30 p.m. And here at Laguna Woods Village Community Center boardroom, and also virtual meeting is available. And address of this building is 24351 El Toro Road, Laguna Woods, California. And purpose of this meeting is to tabulate ballots of the United Annual Election to elect 3 board members and 3-year term ending in 2028 at the annual election in accordance with Civil Code 5110. Now it's time to acknowledge inspectors of election, Ms. Catherine and Andrew Burkhardt, Unelect Election Services.
Thank you. I want to give you a summary of the election. So on August 26th, we mailed a total of 6,259 ballots. And we received a total of 1,758 ballots that were sent either to the Inspector of Elections post box that had a deadline of yesterday, September 25th at 12, was it 11? Sorry, hold on, let me double check. 11 a.m. And there was or they could have also been part of the group that we received from the community center ballot box that had a deadline of 5 p.m. yesterday. So we received a total of 1,702 ballots that were signed and eligible for counting. There were a total of 56 ballots that were ineligible for counting. 5 of those they did not use the identifying envelope. And 51 of them used that envelope but did not sign the envelope. Now, we did have a number of members who returned ballots early enough in the election without signatures. So for anyone who did that, we did send them a duplicate ballot with a note saying, please, you returned a ballot without a signature. So hopefully that caught some people, although we did have one person who returned it again without a signature. So we are going to start getting ready with the process. First part of the process is we will open up the outer identifying envelopes with our high-speed envelope opener. We'll remove the secret ballot envelope. Then we'll repeat the process, slicing open the secret ballot envelope and removing the ballot. Then we will do a visual inspection of each of the ballots quickly and make sure there are no voting marks that would not be counted by the optical scan. For instance, if someone put too light, like a light check mark, we will set those aside. If there are damaged ballots that need to be recreated, we will set those aside. If there are any ballots that need to be recreated or filled in better, I will go to this chair and Paul and Michaela will set us up with a camera so that you can all see the ballots and what we do to ensure that voters' intent is truly captured. Then we're going to do a logic and accuracy test to show you the vote software and hardware is counting as it should. And then we will count the ballots. That'll be the fastest part. So thank you so much, and we will get to work. Yeah.
Yes.
I have a
Question.
Yeah.
How many total ballots did you send out again?
Total of 6,259.
Okay, if we have 6,323 manners, why would 6,323 ballots not go out?
Probably because they're not in good standing, or that would be a question, or that
Deceased,
I'm.
or deceased,
Yeah.
or not, they're not signed up to be members.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
They had to be members by the record date. Do you have the record date with you by any chance? I can get it for
It's
you.
okay, there was a discrepancy between the total number of manors, I
Yeah.
just wanted it explained.
But that is the reason why, yeah. All
All
right,
right, thank you. Any other question? All right, then I'd like to order the convene counting of the 2025 ballots for the United Board opening. There are 3-year terms, three-year terms ending in 2028. Thank you.
thank you.
Okay, Catherine, yes.
2025 was the record date.
Again?
July 28th, 2025.
So they had to be valid members as of July 20th.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
all right.
Oftentimes when there's, I believe there's someone who is deceased, the property is changing.
Right.
Yep.
Right, transition, right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
because this thing came up that I had to do on my computer, and so, okay.
All right,
Okay, thank you.
all right.
so if she sends it in, if she just, in other words, the whole thing is I should just be able to send in the social security number instead of the whole thing all over again, because I don't have that information in front of me. Anyway.
And then if you could check style Andrew, three. Testing. Okay. Hello. Okay, we've got some ballots that we're going to go over that either needed to be filled in better or were damaged. So the first one is just a ballot that needs the marks filled in better, but you can see the voter intent is clear. There's a vote for Alan Dickinson, Richard Hall, and Anthony Liberatore. So I'm going to fill that in. That is style 1. Okay, then we had 2 damaged ballots. So this first one, and the damage is that it looks like they originally made a mark for Kathy, but then they whited it out. But whiteout can trigger that it's an overvote. So we're just going to be careful and remake this ballot. So this is going to be called damaged 1, and this will be remake 1. So in case you ever needed to go back and look at why we did what we did. So the vote is for Alan Dickinson, Richard Hall, and Anthony Liberatore. Okay, the second damaged ballot, they didn't take the receipt off, so they kind of shoved it into the secret ballot, so it crimped the bottom of the ballot, so it got damaged. So we're going to call this damage 2. This will be remake 2. And it's a vote for Kathy, Alan, and Richard. Kathy Bravata, Alan Dickinson, and Richard Hall. Andrew, are we ready for style number 2? And here is style number 1 ballots that are remade.
Remakes and.
These are remakes or fill-in betters?
Fill-in betters needs a remake.
Okay.
So I can put this back.
What is that? Yes, that goes in style 1. Okay. So just in case, I don't know if everyone is aware, we had 3 different ballot styles with candidates in different orders. So that's why we're doing it based on style. Okay, so this ballot, red ink does not get picked up by the optical scan, so I'm just going to fill this out. It's a vote for Richard Hall, Kathy Bravata, and Alan Dickinson. Okay, so that's ready to go. This one, similar. This is an interesting ballot. It looks like the top, because it's a vote for 3. I am not sure what their intent was. The Anthony Liberatore, Kathy Bravata, and Alan Dickinson, the marks are darker for those 3 candidates, but I think rather than, I'm going to let this go through just the way, I'm not going to correct this ballot because there's no way to really know what the intent is of the voter because you still see marks and I don't know if it truly was an overvote like where they selected all 4 candidates. So I'm just going to let this go through.
Which would invalidate the ballot, correct?
Yes, most likely. But it also, yes, that's what's most likely going to happen. We would normally fill in all of these ovals darker because they're kind of light anyway, but because I can't determine intent. Okay. So this is clear. This ballot is a vote for Alan Dickinson, but again, it's just kind of too light, so I'm going to fill that out. This is a vote for Anthony Liberatore, Kathy Bravata, and Alan Dickinson. Okay, this is, it looks like they meant to hit the, you can see a clear mark above, right above the mark for Ellen Dickinson. So this, to me, is a vote for Richard Hall, Kathy Bravata, and Alan Dickinson. So I'm just going to fill in the mark for Kathy Bravata. I'm sorry?
Will it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as, so there are certain spaces, it's okay to go outside the bubble, but when it goes too close to the timing marks on the side, and it works here because they also voted for Alan Dickinson, right? So if they hadn't voted for Alan Dickinson, I would have had to recreate this ballot because the bleed goes into, but because they voted for both, it's not a problem. And as long as they didn't do, the voting mark didn't get too close to these timing marks or anything down here, we can count it. Okay. Okay, so these are ballots that need to be recreated for varying reasons. So this ballot, it got crimped because they didn't take the receipt off and kind of shoved it into an envelope that was kind of small. So I'm going to call this damage 3, and this will be remake 3. And the intent is clear. It's a vote for Richard Hall, Anthony Liberatore, and Kathy Bravata. This is damaged 4. This is just folded really too much, and the machine likes a flat ballot, so we're going to call this remake 4. And the intent is clear. It's a vote for Richard Hall, Anthony Liberatore, and Kathy Bravata. This is also a crimped ballot. So this is damaged 5. This is remake 5. And this is a vote for Richard Hall. This is also very crimped at the bottom, right near the security codes. So we're going to recreate. This is damage 6. This is remake 6. And it's a vote for Anthony Liberatore, Kathy Bravata, and Alan Dickinson. And then the last one of this ballot style that's damaged so far, this is also, oh, it's a whiteout. I don't know if you could see that, but another whiteout which could trigger an overvote. And it's clear what intent is. So we're going to recreate that. And that is a vote for Richard Hall, Anthony Liberatore, and Kathy Bravata. Okay, Andrew, here are I'm letting that go. And the
Okay.
reason why is I can't tell intent.
Okay.
So there you go. So this is style 3, right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to do the fill-in betters first. So there's a lot of white space. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of white space in the ovals, so I'm just going to fill it out better. And there's that. Next one. That probably would have counted, but I'm just going to make sure. This is very light pen with a lot of white on the side. This is a vote for Kathy Bravata. And this is a vote for Anthony Liberatore and Richard Hall. Okay, and then here are my damaged ballots. We have 2 of them for style 3. So I'm going to call this damaged 8. And this is going to be remake 8. And this is a vote for Richard Hall. And this is damage 9. There's also white out on that. Remake 9. And that's a vote for Anthony Liberatore, Kathy Bravata, and Richard Hall. Okay, Andrew, that is it for style 3. And now Andrew's going to do the logic and accuracy test to show you all that the voting software and hardware is counting as it should. And he'll do that right here. These are all the damaged ballots. And these, here, Andrew, those are the remakes. Okay. Do you need this?
No. All right, good afternoon. My name is Andrew Burkhart. I'm with Unelect Election Services, and we're going to go over what we call a logic and accuracy test, which is to test that the software and the machinery is all set up and counts accurately. And in order for me to do that, I have prepared a test deck of ballots here in my hand that are filled out to produce a certain result across all 3 ballot styles. And for instance, starting with ballot style number 1, I have applied 1 vote for Kathy Bravata, 2 votes for Alan Dickinson, 3 votes for Richard Hall, and 4 votes for Anthony Liberatore. Now, I've also applied the same result across ballot style 2 and ballot style, that's actually ballot style 3. No, that's ballot style, that's 3. Hold on. This is ballot style 2. So the names appear in this order, but it's still 1 for Kathy, 2 for Alan, 3 for Richard, and 4 for Anthony. This is ballot style 3. 1 for Kathy, 2 for Alan, 3 for Richard, and 4 for Anthony. So based on that, I'm expecting to see 3 votes for Kathy, 6 votes for Alan, 9 for Richard Hall, and 12 for Anthony Liberatore. I also have examples of 3 overvoted ballots, 1 for each ballot style. So in those cases, it will be, since it's a vote for 3, I'll have filled out all 4. Here's a good example of 1 for the ballot style 1. So all ballot styles have an overvote just like this. Also, I have an example of a blank ballot. So it still counts as one of our 21 ballots, because there's 7 per each group here. And let's see here. Now there's this blank for style 3, the overvote for style 3. But meanwhile, this is what I'm expecting when I run these ballots, these test ballots through our system. I want to also show you that on the back of each of these ballots, it is stamped with a sample, except for the program card. So that's a program card, and so is that. But all the ballots are stamped with a sample on the back side, so that way we won't get them confused with our actual ballots. So before I run these through, again, there's 21 ballots here, 7 per each style. Before I run this through, I'm going to print out from the system what we call a 0 report, showing that we are starting with 0 on the system before I run these cards through. Let me do that right now. So this is our logic and accuracy test 0. And there's a timestamp. So this is United Laguna Woods Mutual, election of directors, September 26, 2025. Timestamp, military time, 15:01 and 49 seconds. So it is 3:01 and 49 seconds by the time I printed that out on the 26th of September. Ballots counted, 0. Board of Directors, it'll tell you vote for no more than 3 candidates, so it is set for 3, and everybody's at 0. And this is the ballot order for style number 1. All right, so now I'm going to run these through and print out the results and compare it with this tabulation sheet. So we have timestamp now is 3:03, 43 seconds. Had a total ballots cast is 21. That's exactly what we were expecting. For Kathy Bravada, we're expecting 3 votes. That's correct. Alan Dickinson, 6 votes. That's correct. Richard Hall, 9 votes. That's correct. And Anthony Liberatore, that's 12 votes. That is correct. It shows our overvotes and our undervotes. Total potential ballots or votes to be counted was 63. Everything is working as expected. I will label this, and this will become part of the file that gets sealed up at the end of the tabulation. Any questions? No? Okay. Well, that's going to be the next step. That's going to be the next step.
I love Tony, but let's not give it to
All right, so I'm going to seal this all up in our envelope here. Again, that all goes in the box. Now I will reset everything back to 0, show that to you, and then after that we'll start counting ballots. So I'll call this our 0. This is right before the count. Timestamp now is 15:06, 3:06. Everything's back to 0. Everything's back to 0. Again, this will be part of the official election record. Now we'll start counting the ballots.
sure.
through the machine. That's for style 1. We'll have to do probably the same thing for style 2 and 3, but okay, so we have 10. We have the remakes right there.
Okay. Michaela, are you ready? I need the envelope. Ah. Okay.
So I'll give you this in case you need it.
Okay. Nine. Testing. Okay, so we have one, two, three, four, five. We have 6 ballots in style number 1 that were damaged, that we didn't catch, most of them. Crimps at the bottom. So we'll start with the first one. We'll call this damage 10, remake 10, and this is a vote for Alan Dickinson. Okay, the next one, same issue with the bottom of the ballot. So this is damaged 11, this is remake 11, and it's a vote for Alan Dickinson, Richard Hall, and Anthony Liberatore. And this is damaged 12. And this is a vote for Alan Dickinson and Richard Hall. And this is a damaged 13, remake 13. And this is a vote for Kathy Bravata and Richard Hall. This is damaged 14, remake 14, and this is a vote for Kathy Bravata, Alan Dickinson, and Richard Hall. And the last one for style number 1, damaged 15, remake 15, and this is a vote for Anthony Liberatore. Okay, Andrew, here is style number 1.
Well done.
Remakes only. Okay. 1, 2, 3, Okay, so we have 2 damaged ballots for style 2. Okay, so this will be damage number 16. This will be remake 16. And it's a vote for Anthony Liberatore, Kathy Bravata, and Alan Dickinson. And then the last one for style number 2, this is damage 17, remake 17, and this is a vote for Anthony Liberatore. Okay, Andrew, here are the 2 ballots. It's humid, humidity. So there were more crimps, and we tried to run them through, but some won't. So we're going to remake them with better ballots. One, two, three, 4, 5 ballots. Okay, so this will be damage number 18. Remake 18. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's see. And this is a vote for Anthony Liberatore, Alan Dickinson, and Richard Hall. Okay, and this is damaged 19, remake 19, and this is a vote for Anthony Liberatore, Kathy Bravata, and Richard Hall. Damage 20, remake 21. This is a vote for Anthony Liberatore, Kathy Bravata, and Richard Hall. Yeah, they are. Ah, I see what I did. Thank you. I caught that though. When I put them in the pile, it immediately shows me I'm off. All right, so damage 21, remake 21. Okay, this is a vote for Anthony Liberatore and Alan Dickinson. And the last one is damaged 22, remake 22, and this is a vote for Anthony Liberatore. Okay, Andrew. There you go. What is
All right, I'll explain that.
Okay.
That was empty.
You're positive? Well, we're waiting. We're waiting to see what the. This is?
Yeah, it was style 2 over off by 1.
Okay. So we did have, when we were opening envelopes, one of our helpers noticed that someone did not return a ballot. They returned the secret ballot envelope inside the return envelope, but without a ballot in it. So, yeah, it happens. All right.
Chicago had the same rules. So a couple of years ago, we went back to the family. We went back to the houses. They were right up the road, beautiful.
Yes.
It's now very active.
I'll bring it back to you right now.
Give me one of those. One of those.
Testing. Okay, I am going to read the results. So for the United Laguna Woods Mutual Election of Directors, September 26, 2025, here are the election results. Top vote getter down is how I will read it. So, Kathy Bravata received 22.95% of votes cast, or 1,171 votes. Second highest vote getter, Richard Hall, who received 20.81% of votes cast, or 1,062 votes. And Anthony Liberatore received 19.56% of votes cast, or 998 votes. So Kathy Bravata, Richard Hall, and Anthony Liberatore are elected. Alan Dickinson received a total of 18.17% of votes cast, or 927 votes. And that is the conclusion of the results. We had 1,701 ballots. We were expecting 1,702, but because we had an envelope that was empty, so we're right on target. Thank you so much for allowing us to count your ballots. Thank you.
All right. Members' comment. Thank you very much, and congratulations for 3 of you who won, and also thank you so much for, Alan, who tried best, and thank you very much for Union-elect Kathy and all the members of the company to do this job successful. And thank you for the resident that voted for this board members. Our board members. Any comment from our board? Tony?
I'm very impressed with the whole system. Thank you.
Any? Jeannie?
Thank you to everyone who voted. You are part of the system. Thank you for everyone who ran. It is a selfless and very community, civic-minded thing that you're doing here. Welcome to the board. We're a fun bunch of people, and hopefully you'll find us to be that. But welcome aboard.
What about Charlie? Do you have any comment?
Thank you to all the candidates, and especially those who won today. It's been a good month of what's going on, and this is just showing that how we're doing this and what we're doing this is the right way. Big thanks and congratulations to all of you.
Okay, is there any objection to adjourn the meeting? Okay, meeting is adjourned. Thank you.